Alright, so the next one I'm gonna tell y'all about tonight is a show that I have been tuned in pretty consistently. It's a show on Apple TV, and they are one of the platforms that are not allowing us, what's the word? Pathological bingers to just binge all the show at once. You know, they break it down. So every Thursday, a new episode comes out. It's called Shrinking, and I love it. I definitely let like a few episodes stack up usually, but I think I'm gonna watch the newest episode that they just released today because I've been traveling the last couple of weeks, so I got a couple episodes in yesterday, and so now it's a new episode. So, and it might even be the finale. I don't know, but I feel like I'm gonna end up watching the episode they just dropped today. But anyway, Shrinking is about a therapist who recently lost his wife. He's got a child, and he's neighbors with this super nosy neighbor who is really a friend, but like plays the suburban mom next door really well. She really stepped in to help with, the therapist's daughter, raising her while the therapist coped with the loss of his wife. And there's also other therapists in their practice. One is the girl from Jessica James. I'm not sure if her last name is really Jessica is James, but I know her first name really is Jessica. And I'm pretty sure her name is Jess in the show too. I could be wrong, but she's so awesome, y'all. She was also recently in Kid Cudi's cartoon animated film Intergalactic. Ooh, I haven't told y'all about that one yet either. Okay, that one might be next. But yeah, I love me some Jessica James, Jessica, whatever her last name is. She's so cool. She is a young black girl. She kind of thick. She always got her hair in natural hairstyles. She's also really tall. So I love me some Jessica. I love to see her thriving. And this show is a great role for her. She basically is a supporting actress. Like I said, she's a fellow therapist at the firm. So you've got the white guy who lost his wife. His name, it may be Jason something. I don't know. He was in a lot, including Freaks and Geeks. Pretty sure it was the same guy. Name will be here eventually. And then there's also, is it Jason Segel? I think his name is Jason Segel. Yeah, I don't even have to edit this later. Jason Segel, go memory. And then, watch I be wrong. No, I'm not wrong. Anyway, and then the other character, it's not Harrison Ford, but he's an older white guy, and they just all have their own problems in their own lives, and it really shows like how therapists are people too. I have been recommended to, go into therapy by a lot of people that I tell a little bit too much about myself to. And I've never been to, well, I have been to a therapist. I went to a relationship therapist, but that wasn't the same. Like, I don't see myself going to a shrink. I really don't, like, ever. Like, I'm shrinking right now. This is my shrinking, and it works for me. But it's really interesting to see, like, shrinks need shrinks too, so it shows how they cope with their life and how they don't necessarily always practice what they preach, but how important they are to the people that they do talk to and everything. So it is another dark comedy. It's not nearly as dark as The Menu, which I just reviewed, but it is a bit of a dark comedy and a little bit of a coming of age story too for the main therapist's daughter, because I think she's 17 or 18. Oh yeah, so the therapist, the main one, Jason Segel, he has a habit of getting a little bit too personal with his clients, his patients, and one of which is a veteran who has a very violent past. He ends up taking in this veteran, letting him live in the pool house while he sorts through some things. And his daughter ends up actually kind of digging, the veteran, and so she fancies him, and like they show that dynamic, and I'm really proud of the way they represented that relationship, because the daughter again is like 17. I don't think she's 18. She might be 16 or 17. The veteran is probably like in his mid-20s, and he really controls the situation in a responsible way. And I think some people out there need to see how you can put yourself some distance in between, you know, underage people hitting on you, basically. But anyway, before I get too much into what I want y'all to see for yourselves, Shrinking is a great show. I think I would also give this show 8 out of 10.